Hey, Coral. All right. One of the objectives of this class, the way I see it, is this really important skill to develop as a graphic designer is taking a look at images and having the foresight to say, is this image going to work throughout the duration of a project? And that, of course, depends on the deliverables of the project, right? So what I'm saying is that this is really a skill that you've cultivated through your some of your writing, specifically when you talk about the image. And you're saying, I didn't make the smartest choice when choosing the image. And I think that a lot of students can take a look at their work at the end of the project and say, I could have made a better choice with images because this image could have been more versatile, or I could have used it, could have done several different things, making the whole ad a little bit more versatile. And that's a skill that I think that you're showing that you have cultivated through the weeks. And I think that's a really important skill for us to take from the class, especially as you move into your professional career. So I was really pleased to read that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right over to, I'm going to start with let me see. Let's go ahead and start with the magazine ad. So magazine ad looks good. Now, can you see this? For some reason, there's like a white, opaque, semi-opaque. This is a weird kind of placement right here, and I'm not really sure exactly what caused that. So you want to check your file and see what that is right there. Can you see it right there? It's a little color change. It goes like this from here right down here. So I'm just not sure what that is, but we definitely want to address that. Winter vacation could look like this. Join us for New Year's Eve special winter rate. So that's basically that's your call to action, right? That's your promotional offering, which also acts as the subhead. That's great. That works out just fine. Um, so over here, we have the type, and that looks good. Type looks good. I would remove this bar right here. I think that kind of separates the type instead of allowing it to synthesize harmoniously with the image. It kind of just draws too much attention to the type. So I'd recommend moving that. Other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, you don't want to include placeholder text. You want to either. I would recommend that you fill that in with live text. But other than that, I think we're looking great. Let's go ahead and jump over to the banner ad. Now, the banner ad, I think, can use some improvement. And this is what's animated the book now. But I'm going to make some comments, but the animation doesn't loop forever, so it ends after 3 or 4 cycles. So it's going to end, but I'm going to just make my comments regarding that. So let's go ahead and open up the GIF. So this book now right here is really super distracting. As a matter of fact, it kind of takes all of the attention away from the image, the images, the type. We're just really drawn to book now for 2 reasons. Number one, it's got this purple background. Speaking of a purple background, I just remembered something I wanted to mention. See this type right here? That you want that to match this purple right here. Definitely, because right now it doesn't. So you might make sure all your purples match. And also, if it's too hard to read, try that technique that I had posted in the announcement. That's that technique where you duplicate the text. So in other words, you would take this headline, duplicate it, turn it to white, and then place it right behind the purple text and offset it a little bit. And that'll create a kind of a neat effect. Try it. Take a look at the course announcements for that and see if that would be applicable to your work. Back to the banner ad. So a banner ad looks good, but this book now, as I said, it's in a box and it's blinking. So it's saying, oh, look at me. And the viewer is forced to look right there as opposed to taking in the whole ad as one cohesive piece. So my recommendation is to remove this completely. And then just since this subhead right here acts as the promotional call to action, just animate that. So keep everything static, remove this, and just say, join us for New Year's Eve, and fade that in. Don't blink it. Fade it in, fade it out. When you fade it out, don't fade it all the way so it's disappeared. You want it to be just a little bit visible, then fade it into full visibility, then fade it back out to partial visibility, and do that so it's never invisible at one point in time. At that point, that's it really. You can include the entire address area if you want. Some people think that's a little redundant because we know that if we click on a banner ad, it's going to take us to the website where all pertinent information is accessible. So you might just include something like located in beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands, or located in St. Thomas, beautiful Virgin Islands, or something like that. And then what you can do, since you're going to reduce the size of that, you don't have to worry about this encroaching on the logo or the image, so you can left align that along that margin right there. Okay, and that's it. I think if we do that, we'll be in really nice shape. We're in great shape right now as it is, so not much to do to get us where we need to be, and we need to be there by next week. So keep that in mind. Uh, Closing out the class really quickly here, so this final is due so next week. So if you have any questions or if I can clarify anything, please let me know. But I'll be looking for those changes for your final. Okay. All right. Great job. Thank you very much for sharing.